good afternoon, Collective, and welcome in to my channel, Keeper of the Reaper. If you're new here, welcome to the weirdness. It is going to be exactly that. It is what it is. And if it doesn't resonate with you, I totally understand, no hard feelings. But if it does, please like, share, subscribe. It'll help me get to the people who it will resonate with. If you're returning, thank you so much for finding something in me to return to. And without further ado, let's get into it. So I noticed today the energies are like more, really intense. A lot of you are probably getting to that point where you're doing a lot of like inward reflection and it's getting a little heavy, intense, and you're wanting to switch things up in your life, and you kind of feel like there are obstacles here and barriers there, and you're getting just so kind of fucking over it. I totally get it, but this is a part of the process. Please do your best to be gentle with yourself. Find ways to give yourself little breaks. If you have a job or you're a parent and you can't just like remove yourself from whatever's going on, kind of run to the bathroom for a minute, sit and just breathe. Take a few deep breaths. I know that sounds trite and whatever, but it helps. And kind of let other people know, like, hey, I'm not up to socializing. Hey, I'm not up to this or that. Be honest. This is the time that we're being granted to get to know ourselves and, who we are outside of our roles as mom or dad or brother or sister or daughter or what the fuck ever, who we just are. Society imposes a lot of identities on us, and it can get tricky trying to grab at a mask last minute, trying to shove it on your face. I gotta fill this role, now I gotta fill this role, now I gotta fill this role, now I gotta put these two masks together. No wonder it's exhausting, right? So, in regard to my other video, I said I would mention stuff about the alchemical process and how it pertains to you and how you can utilize that. It's more than just a sort of code for how to turn any base metal into gold. You see, back when they were doing this stuff, they were having to hide a lot of their spiritual teachings because it would have been seen as heresy. And the penalty for that back then was, it's kind of really fucked up ways to get somebody. So, yeah. So if you can kind of see where to draw the parallels, I'm going to just go over the basics of what the alchemical process is, like each stage. And then we'll work two kind of ways that we can parallel that to our experiences in life and how to turn these base carbon creatures that we embody right now into gold, so to speak. So the first stage is calcination. Second is dissolution. Third is separation. Fourth is conjunction. Fifth is putrefaction, fermentation. Sixth is distillation. And seventh is coagulation. Okay? And there's parallels to this also to the tree of life, the chakras and things like that. Like numbers play a role too. But I want you to pay attention right now to this part of the process called distillation. Okay, I've worked my way through the alchemical process I don't know how many fucking times. And it does help to be able to help you understand kind of where you are, why you're feeling what you're feeling, and it helps to know what it's for, right? So distillation is the stage where all impurities are removed and there's nothing left but the essence. Okay? The chemistry it refers and involves boiling and condensation to separate components and is commonly used in desalination. A liquid boils until it evaporates, and as the steam condenses, the essence is liberated from the matter. Okay, and you know how I was talking about like the whole birth of that star thing? And you have that one giant star that's pouring out material onto this smaller dwarf star, and instead of that dwarf star exploding, it has a sudden push once it reaches a certain point where it dispels all that matter that was poured upon it out. Okay? I'm going to leave you guys to decipher some of this on your own because it helps to get those aha moments by yourself. And, you know, at some time down the road, you know, I'll cover more into it, but at this time, I'm wanting to kind of help you guys, you know, just show you the stuffs to see if you can get to the things. Because there's a big reward in that, and knowing that you did that yourself. And it's important to apply your own individuality to it, right? Anyway, marks the point at which our essence becomes spiritualized. In other words, in spiritual alchemy, distillation is a metaphor for the actualization of spirit. Okay? In Hungarian terminology, the stage also involves integration of shadow aspects into self. Your core identity is freed from inferior elements, and ego ceased dominating behavior as we begin to hear the voice of our soul. Conscious and unconscious come into harmony. Okay? So there's that. I just have a feeling that this is kind of where the collective is on that, and a kind of piece you can have to go with that is that the next step is coagulation. And that's like it describes the process of solidification where one's essential self becomes a whole. You see, like, we're getting through it, guys. And it's reflective, like, before when the collective would go through these alchemical stages, it would slowly start to actualize outside of self. Well, we're reaching a point where this is actualized outside of self to the point where it's even beyond our earth, So it's like a process that continues to build. That's why it's often called like a paradox and stuff. Is because it's just the way that it works. Again, I'll cover more on it as we go because like I said, I like to bridge things. I like to connect the dots and help bring understanding because, you know, this process can lead to devouring of self if we're not guided through it. And I don't want to see anyone, I don't care what collective you're in, I don't want to see anyone do that. We have a right to this information, and we have a right to have people that are willing to stand up and help put it out there, and I'm willing to be that person. I've gone through this many times, and I have my part to play here too. So, and we'll all be seeing each other as, you know, as we go. Wanting to pull some cards just to kind of see what this distillation process is going to be bringing into the collective. We have card number 64. Sometimes life stings. The wasp spirit. Okay? It's just a part of it. It'll pass. This too shall pass. Okay? Try to find some humor in the situations. Learn to laugh in the face of all the fuckery. Trust me, it helps. It's a Heyoka tactic, and I utilize it all the fucking time. Ask anybody who knows me, who's close to me. I will make a joke out of literally anything. Gives me my power back. And I'm sorry if I look rough as hell. You know, I go through it too. Had some crazy dreams last night too. Very vivid, okay. Yep, and we have the antelope spirit. Card number 2. Life is speeding up. Ooh, and then with the Wasp Spirit, card number 64, if you add it up, it leads to 10, and then you drop the 0 and it's 1. And 10 is often symbolic of, like, completion. It all, you know, all the stuff's reaching a point, and yeah, it's reflective in the alchemy, and the universe is being clear, and yeah, anyway. The weirdness, you gotta love it. It makes sense though, if you know how to follow it, it serves you well. And then we have the Turkey Spirit group, give with gratitude and grace, card number 61. 6 plus 1 is 7. So as you're going through this, you know, make sure that you're taking the time in this distillation to really get to the core of the things that you're wanting to remove from yourself, the things that you see as impure of yourself. And that's why so many of you are starting to, like, catch on to certain behaviors that you're doing. If you're calling yourself on that, congratulations. Hell yes, please continue to do that. It's okay. Human didn't come with a manual. So please don't beat yourself up for getting to know you're human, and for allowing yourself to feel, you know, and give yourself peace, give yourself gratitude, be gentle with you. Card number 21, the Dove Spirit, be peace. Think of what peace looks like to you. 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm looking rough today. That's okay. Human being going through a lot. It'd be okay. It's all for something, guys, I promise. And, like, it is hard, but it's hard for a reason. And you will get through this. I believe in you. I believe in me, I believe in you, I believe in us. Okay? Alright. And we're going to use some of the character oracle cards just to see kind of things that some of you might be going through, things that you might need to be aware of. We'll see what comes out, and I'll let universe and source kind of take it from there and let you know what you need to know regarding it, okay? And guys, if you need to rage at the universe, don't be afraid. Soldier. Guardian of nations. Loyalty, honor, integrity, selfless service. Don't be afraid to rage at the universe. Let it know how you feel. It really helps to decompress a lot of that pressure. You know, and the universe is not going to know how to send you the help that you need or that you feel you deserve if you're keeping it all in, because that means you're being disingenuous. You're not communicating. You're not making the effort to stand up and, like, just like with some of the people we love most. Sometimes conversations aren't going to be all sparkly and happy. Sometimes we're going to go toe to toe and be like, look, motherfucker, I've had enough. Stand your ground and make your point known. There's so much more universe is more merciful and source is more understanding than you might be giving it credit for, okay? Thank you, player. Socialite of charm, elegance, expert of romance, and leisurely life. Ah. Okay, that fell out. Alright, 2 fell out. I'm not going to put them on the table, but I will give them a mention. We have influencer, trendsetter, content creator, follower, online influence, and painter. Depict, sublimate, abstraction, form, sensation. That's interesting. That process of sublimation, anyway. Okay, then we have volunteer, selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, and dedication. Julia Bunny. Oh. Bunny. Anyway. Holy smack. Okay. So we had, this one came out and landed on my thumb. It's Dancer. Weaver of grace, movement, harmony, rhythm, and passion. Okay. It's like one to attack me. Ooh, and then we have detective, investigator of truth, sleuth, clues, pursuer, and truth unveiled. So, give me a second. Let me look this over. Okay, so we could do it this way. All right, so with the wasps. Tongue, whatever the fuck you're on, let's get to speaking, please. Anyway, for the wasp spirit, we have soldier, okay, guardian of nations, loyalty, honor, integrity, selfless service. The holding of the wasp spirit sometimes life stings. Well, think about the soldier aspect of, like, I call my collective like the Reaper crew, right? We're like God's little goon squad. We look unassuming, and not all of us are going to look like what we've been through. You have some that are going to look exactly like what they are, but whatever. We are what we are. We've been taking those stings for a lot. And you remember what I said about like taking that venom and transmuting it into something that you can utilize for yourself and being able to be strong enough to kind of do that. Being a soldier on the front line, you're gonna take hits. That's okay. You got motherfuckers behind you that aren't there yet, that you don't want to get caught in the crossfire. I know I got loved ones I'm protecting too. I'm willing to take as many as I can for them, because they don't deserve it. My babies. I'm not going to have them endure what I went through. Hell no. No. Not mine. Not yours. Not ours. Okay. Antelope spirit, player. Life is, and with the whole life is speeding up. So it might be like, don't think of always player as in like somebody who is like a cheater and all that great stuff. It could just be that life is speeding up more toward a leisurely life. Like you're growing ahead and taking these hits now. So as this stuff comes in and you like raising yourself up, you're not going to have to wait any longer and blah, 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 blah. There's whatever. Turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace. The whole volunteer thing. Selfless devotion, willingness, spirit of service, duty, and dedication. I don't know if you guys, you might have your soul being able to remember the declaration that was embedded within you regarding all of this. Oh, I was flipping through it and this came out like repairman, repair, restore, restart, renovation, or renovate. Oh. I resonate with that. Anyways. So give with gratitude and grace. You know, something that really helps get through these hard times is getting out there and answering the call for those who are in desperate need of help. We all need help somewhere. And if we all just sit around on our asses pretending like each other isn't suffering, now what good is that doing? Absolutely nothing. We all have something we can offer somebody else. We're all here for a reason. We're all going through this experience for a reason, and we're all persevering for a reason. And for those of your fellow soldiers who have fallen back, be there. Because that was once you too, and it just might be you tomorrow, and you don't want to be just left. And then with the dove spirit, be peace, and we have dancer, weaver of grace, movement, harmony, rhythm, and passion. Get moving. Think about the things that make you passionate about life. Even if that means just sitting and daydreaming. I like to daydream a lot of the time. Anyway, um, you think of ways that you can create harmony and rhythm in your life, give it purpose, fuel it with passion, ignite that fucking eternal flame in something. It's what gives that boost of life. And anyway, and then with detective, ask those questions. If you feel restless and stuff, dive into some truth to seek. Do your research. I've given plenty of topics. If anybody does it, if they're like they want to be like, well, I want to stay on task with my spiritual stuff. Okay, alchemy, the alchemical process, philosophy, astrophysics, particle physics, quantum mechanics, all beautiful, wonderful things to dive into. You get a better understanding of, because we need more people that are able to draw parallels. Sometimes I end up talking like a robot, and so maybe some of you out there could learn the material and be able to present it a different way so more of us can understand, okay? This one isn't going to be a long one, guys, because I too have been feeling the influx of energy also, and I'm tired. And I will give myself rest. But I will give with gratitude and grace, because I appreciate you guys. I appreciate myself. And I appreciate what we're all bringing to the table. And I recognize that anything that I'm feeling isn't just alone to myself. Especially when it's this fucking heavy. And I want to help relieve myself, and therefore I'm going to help relieve you too. It's a tip that's how we help each other. Yay. Anywho, for my fellow dark ones, this is not the time to hide from your darkness. This is the time to shine awareness on it, give it purpose, give it beautiful meaning. Use it to help somebody, use it to help yourself. Okay, we have card number 4, courtship. Card number 3, marriage. So it could be like, if you want to look at it in the divine union aspect, this is all part of that agreement with your divine counterpart, doing your part, helping each other. Our divine counterparts may be going through some heavy battling right now, those in the collective who are with the soldiers, so to speak. So you might be feeling the brunt of that. Card number 5. We got 3, 4, and 5. Mature man. This is interesting. There's a lot of you that are facing your darkness. You're also helping that masculine aspect confront its own darkness, which led to the original divide. It's all for something. And then we have 16, thoughts. Exactly. Pay attention to your thoughts at this time. What are you thinking? Why is it rising? Ask yourself deep freaking questions and get to the root of it. You cannot heal a plant, a whole tree, a whole ecosystem if the roots are bad. You have to get down in there, dig deep, and see where it's at, and then get that shit out of there. You can save an entire fucking forest by finding the one tree whose roots are starting to be poisoned, because everything under the soil, it all interconnects, it all communicates like mycelium. Okay? Ooh, I'm getting nerdy. Talk nerdy to me. Anyway, that just happened. There we have privileged lady. Okay. It's kind of sweet. It's kind of making me think of like the guys who are rough and everything on the outside, and they meet this beautiful privileged lady and they start straightening their shit up, or vice versa. You know, women do it too for guys. And anyway, it's all just a big love story. Okay, just a lot of adventure in it. We have expectation, card 28. Because the privileged lady is expected. Anyway. A mature man is also expecting a mature woman. Or ladies, you could be, like, you guys can also trace this into the external, but like I say, apply everything internally first. And then branch it out above the soil, what's above that, so to speak. So somebody out there could be in a relationship, they've been with somebody, they're talking about getting married, and they're like, oh, he's a mature man, and then this mature man is actually thinking about this privileged lady, you know, who might be expecting, or who should be expecting the mature woman to be knocking on her door because she found out about something. Because that's usually the partner to the mature man kind of thing. If you know, if you don't, well, let's keep it internally applied then. I see you. Daughter's been harassing the hell out of me today about her little game Star Stable, and it's been the past 2 days she's been hounding the ever-living piss out of me.
I'm going to watch you right here making sure you're doing your job correctly.
I do not need supervision, thank you.
Well, too bad I'm your supervisor.
But you're not. Don't start getting disrespectful.
Okay, I just want to do it because it's fun.
Okay. I'm going to pull out of the... Woo, that came out. This one hopped out. It says, now it just jumped back in, so when I tried to show it. Ah, where did you go? There you are. Alright. It said following.
Mommy.
It's like Resident Evil. Leon and Ashley. Wait. Follow.
If you can type
Wait.
in Miss Sarah.
Anyway. That might mean something to somebody. I don't know why that came out, but it is. So there's that. Okay. So I've got a little tissue, which is usually like drying somebody's eyes. Being kind of motherly and tender and sweet. And then we have this lion, which is usually like bravery.
Mommy.
Rising up to something. It's somebody. Wait just a minute.
Come on.
Somebody coming in to like kind of remind you of your strength and help you get back up on your feet. And we have this old goat.
Okay, I'm not helping you.
And we got the cuddly little emotional
Here you
support
go.
demon teddy. Thank you. Absolutely precious. And then we've got this pink hood. Very symbolic, these ones. I'm not going to go too much into interpreting them today. Like I said, I'm tired, so please be gentle with me as I'm being gentle with myself. Yeah, and just hang in there, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it there. I might be back later today. I do have some, like, out there stuff that I've been doing research on regarding the TCRB and that whole Nove thing and all that good stuff. I'm still working on that, but I don't have anything yet that I'm ready to put out, and universe and source have yet to motivate me to do that. So that must be something that, you know, will come after we get past this purge period, because it is important for us to pay attention to the time that we're called to rest. And, you know, I was saying that, you know, a lot of, I put it out there, we're in this time of protection, and a lot need to take advantage of that. And so if this is the response to that, and you guys are really buckling down, taking advantage of that protection, yes, it's safe to go ahead and let yourselves just break. Just do not self-destruct. We need you. You're loved. You're so much more supported. I know it's hard to see right now. And I know it might piss you off, me saying that you're not alone. I was there too. I used to get so pissed off when somebody would tell me, you're not alone, you're not alone. Okay, well then why the fuck when I look around do I feel so fucking alone then? It's because you're not looking in the right place. Look within. You'll find it, guys. Stay strong. Know that you're loved. and happy raping. See you soon.